separation and get some points.
Throwing his lance on third down. That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a give running left is Eckler. And this time they were ready for him as they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now on 2nd and 13. Lance going for the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Play fake. Cousins steps away. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Jets on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing, Cousins. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Cousins. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Play action now, Cousins. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Once more, here's Eckler. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd. Lance looking to throw it. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Jets will take over. And from down in Miami, an update. The Patriots, they've widened their lead even further. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they come through on this play and get the series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. And this is caught inside the 5. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. To throw, Cousins. He'll get this off to Swift. Touchdown, Jets! DeAndre Swift, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And within trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Meanwhile, Lance's throw there complete to Mooney. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. On 1st down, Lance going up top. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Lance. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Final play of the half, Cousins. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Here we go.
On the give, this is Eckler. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 46 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Up the middle with Eckler, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Terry McLaurin, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Zerline good with a PAT, and we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll work down inside the 45. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Cousins now. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A first down throw for Cousins. Touchdown! Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon, and the Jets are going to take the lead.
So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown, and cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. On 2nd and 11 now. Lance. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Again, it's Lance.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
The handoff, it's Eckler. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Lance now to throw.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him. Made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Cousins. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Throwing is Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Pass to 20 for a short gain, 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Now Lance.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. On 2nd and 9, Lance. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And that's into the hands of Eckler.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 12, Lance. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Khalif Raymond,
43 yards.
And the Ravens have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Zerline good with a PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Cousins throw into the hands of Lockett.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. Here's Cousins. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And out across midfield down to the 45. On 1st and 10, Cousins.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Cousins out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And that last throw, Charles, is going to move him past 32,942 yards passing for his career, and that surpasses the total of the Hall of Famer and a colleague of both of ours, Troy Aikman.
Yeah, he played from 1989 to 2000, and Troy Aikman, he was about winning. Because remember, he had Michael Irvin to throw it to. We had Emmitt Smith to hand it to. Just imagine if he was throwing it the way they throw it around nowadays. His numbers, boy, would they be sky high.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Swift. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Throwing, Cousins.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
Touchdown, Jets. DeAndre Swift. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here is Eckler. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch it. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins.
Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, boy, this sets up for a huge call now on 4th down because you can try the long field goal, you could go for it, or you could punt and play for overtime. I am so glad, partner, that I don't have to make those kind of decisions. Let's see what they decide.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Lance looking to throw.
And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Lance back to throw.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Terry McLaurin, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time they were stopped on fourth down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on fourth down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on fourth versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense and more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a fourth down stop. Making a punt, that's your goal anyway. But a fourth down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that would just about put a capper on this game. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14.
42 Jets, 28.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
One last shot now for Cousins. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
This is Anderson, and he is going to have a Jets first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1 and one of our